Hello dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome back to the Cricket Happening Show. As far as today's Cricket Happening Show is concerned, there are no matches happening. I had to actually, cram. I'd really cram. Every nook and cranny to get something out on this Cricket Happening Show, so that I could actually speak about it, because as you know, no matches. I have to look at some cricket news, and as I said, I've always been saying that this also gives me an opportunity to actually thank my dear friends and subscribers who have been watching cricket happenings on a regular basis, contributing their comments, coming up with their suggestions, and supporting me very well. And I do thank you from the bottom of my heart. As always, when I get a chance like this, when there are no matches happening, I make it a point to come and have a real thanks to all you dear friends subscribers, because without you, who are the engines of my business here as far as this Cricket Happening Show goes, this Cricket Happening Show would have not gone the distance. So thank you very much once again for all the support that you're rendering to this particular cricket show. And as I said, it's a daily cricket show, so not a single day will go without this cricket show not being there. So I have to do this cricket show. So even though there is nothing to talk, well, I will definitely gather something out of it, and I will start just elaborating on them. So what I'm going to do is, today it's all going to be some cricket news from certain parts of the world, from the cricketing world. And well, what I'm going to start off with, as far as this particular cricket show is concerned, is going to be the tour match which is happening. As you know, New Zealand and England just finished their the Test series just finished, as you know, with New Zealand leveling the series 1-1 in a very fantastic way in the second Test match. And but still now the focus will be on the one-day internationals that are coming up between New Zealand and England. And well, right now when I'm talking to you, this is a match which was played between. This is a tour match which was played. It's a one-day international tour match which was played between New Zealand and Leicestershire. And New Zealand were the ones who actually won this match. They wrapped up the match in a pretty nice fashion, as they went on to win the match by a huge 198 runs, and that should be definitely given them a good boost, especially considering the fact with the upcoming one-day internationals series which is coming up. So the New Zealanders were the ones who actually batted first. They put an enormous score on the board. In fact, I thought that initially Leicestershire bowlers had done a good job. Sheikh was the one who really shook New Zealand really hard by picking up 2 wickets early in the pace, as he sent both the openers, Martin Guptill and for 4 and Brendan McCullum 9 into the pavilion. Guptill made 4 of 14 balls with 1 4. Brendan McCullum making 9 of 8 balls with 2 4. So Sheikh was the one who really shook the New Zealanders with his 2 wickets. After that, we had a good partnership which happened between Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor, with Williamson contributing 45 of 58 balls with 5 4s, Ross Taylor making 77 of 62 balls, 6 4s and 4 6s. And then from 146 for 4, and it became 152 for 5, and the Michael Santner, the talented youngster, was out for 4. Again, Sheikh coming in and picking this 3rd wicket. After that, it was something that Leicestershire would not like to remember, because from 152 for 5 in the 25th over, where the Leicestershire paceman had a real handle on the New Zealanders, everything slipped away once it was Grant Elliott and Luke Ronchi at the crease. As you know, the other day, we all remember, the news is so fresh. We know that right now, if I'm right, I'm not sure about the wicket, but I can very safely say that they put on a record partnership, which I think it was in the one-dayers, I suppose. It was between Grant Elliott and Luke Ronchi, and they were the 2 players who really hammered this Leicestershire attack to nothing, as they went on to tear them apart from 152 for 5 in the 25th over. So at the halfway stage, look at where the score reached. The score reached 373 for 5, with both the batsmen, Grant Elliott, not out on 106 of 79 balls with 12 fours and 2 sixes, and hard hitter Luke Ronchi, not out on 106, also out of just 76 deliveries, 13 fours and 2 sixes. And look at where they got the total. The New Zealand total sat on an enormous 373 for 5, thanks to Grant Elliott and Luke Ronchi taking it over from 152 for 5. The partnership, 221 runs, unbroken partnership for the sixth wicket, took them to 373. The bowling really went to pieces once Luke Ronchi and Grant Elliott came. Till then, they definitely had things under control, and one thought that New Zealand were really struggling, but everything was totally thrown away as this batsman Luke Ronchi and Grant Elliott went on to tear the Leicestershire attack to pieces. Sheikh 9 overs no maiden 3 for 49, the chief record initially. Freckingham 10 overs none for 86. Wells bowled 10 overs 2 for 98. Sykes bowled 6.1 overs 9 for 36. Sayer had 7 overs went for 46. Pinner bowled 5 balls for 10 runs. Umar Akmal also had a hand in bowling, as that was a bit surprising, but well, he bowled 7 overs. They continued to persist with Umar Akmal, and Umar Akmal was also taken for runs, so that was a real conundrum for the Leicestershire captain, as what happened was because of the hitting that they were experiencing, they had to actually rope in Umar Akmal, and Umar Akmal's 7 overs cost him 40 runs. After that, so that was the score for the New Zealanders. Now Leicestershire came into bat, and for Leicestershire, well, again for them it was not so easy at all. They lost Hill, bowler McLennan, for 11 of 16 balls with 2 fours. Eckersley was dismissed by Henry for 4 of 14 balls. But Robson played a good knock. He really steadied the ship, and he was there. He was the one who was the sort of a binding force in this Leicestershire innings. Tried to hold his own, but well, he could go only as far as 67 was concerned of 97 deliveries, 10 fours. But the good thing about Robson was there, he was the 8th wicket to fall, coming in as an opener, so that was good to see. And Umar Akmal, who has been into some very good form after joining the Leicestershire team. As you know, Umar Akmal from Pakistan has been in some very bad form of late, and also in the World Cup he really failed, and that also saw that Umar Akmal was not selected for any of the matches, as you would remember. And Umar Akmal now coming here to play in the Naturals T20 Blast has already shown some very good form. Already has reeled off 2 or 3 50s, if I'm not wrong. But now he comes here and he played a stroke-filled 26 of 22 balls with 5 fours. But after Umar Akmal left, there was nothing that Leicestershire could do about. Pinner was out for 8, Wells out for 2, Ali was out for 4, Freckingham for 3, and then Sheikh, once again the bowler who did the trick for the Leicestershire team in the initial sessions against New Zealand. In fact, he made 22 of 23 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. Sayer also having an 22, but he was unbeaten at 22 of 33 balls, 2 fours and 1 6. Strikes were out for naught. 175 all out Leicestershire. And well, and also one good thing was that Sheikh, Leicestershire, was very impressive. In fact, I'm told he was actually making his List A debut. So that is something which one has to really credit this bowler Sheikh. He has bowled with lots of fire, and he looks to be a very good prospect. And in fact, playing his debut game against a strong team like New Zealand to really set them back by picking openers Martin Guptill and Brendan McCullum says a lot about this bowler. And probably we are going to hear a lot about this Sheikh, because he has picked up 2 important wickets, and that too on his List A debut. As far as the English, the New Zealand bowlers went, Wheeler 10 overs 1 maiden 1 for 36, but the main person who did the damage, 9.3 overs no maiden, 31 runs on 4 wickets for the left-arm seamer Mitchell McClenaghan. Matt Henry 10 overs 1 for 49. Santner was impressive, 10 overs 2 for 34. 2 overs 17 for Williamson. Martin Guptill 1 over no maiden 1 for 7. Now one thing that I can tell here is that this particular victory would have really given them a lot of confidence. New Zealand are on a real high after leveling the series, no doubt about it. But I'm sure this is also something which will really boost their morale with the upcoming one-day internationals which are coming up between England and New Zealand. Well, so that is as far as that match is concerned. Now let's have a look at some cricket news. Now cricket news, the news I will start is from Bangladesh. India are in Bangladesh and they would be playing a one-off test against Bangladesh. Now Mushfiqur Rahim, the wicketkeeper batsman, has actually injured his hand and he won't be keeping, and we would probably see a debut for a batsman from Bangladesh who has scored very heavily in the domestic tourneys over there, and a lot of things are written about him. Liton Das is a very short guy, and he is probably going to be the one who is going to keep wickets. Now we also know that India and Bangladesh, when they face off in the one test, there is one man who is really waiting to make a real record, and that should be the game for him. And I'm sure, we are talking about one person from Bangladesh who would be on to a unique record in Test cricket, and he will be equaling the record of, I'm going to keep you guessing right now before I put out the name of this Bangladeshi batsman, unless until there are a lot of crazy cricket fans like me, they would certainly realize whom I'm talking about. Well, as you know, this record is being held by A.B. de Villiers of South Africa, where he has reeled off 12 consecutive 50s, and there is a Bangladeshi batsman who has already got 11 50s consecutively after playing only in 14 tests, and he is getting to a very unique record. And I'm sure his eyes would be only on one thing, and that would be that 50 mark. He has to score 50 at any cost, because all this hard work can go undone, because he will have an opportunity to equal the world record which is held by A.B. de Villiers of consecutive 50s in Test cricket, and that is 12 50s. And I'm talking about none other than Mominul Hasan, the batsman who likes the square cut very well, and he has already reeled off 11 50s in his 14 Test matches, and that too consecutive 50s in 11 Test matches, and he's out to a unique record when he scores his 12th 50 in the Test match against India. And I sincerely feel that Mominul Haq definitely deserves that honor. I'll be very happy if Mominul Haq could get to that landmark of 50 runs, and he would be equaling A.B. de Villiers' record. And also, what happens if Mominul Haq goes on to make another 50 in the second innings as well? Well, if he does that, then Mominul Haq will hold the record for the most consecutive 50s in Test cricket ever. What a feeling that would be, and what a record that would be as far as Bangladesh would be concerned. And well, so Bangladesh, so that is the news which is coming in from Bangladesh. So I just wanted to just talk about this guy, the very short guy, Mominul Hasan. Well, so all eyes will be for Bangladesh. I think the cynosure of all eyes would be that short guy, Mominul Hasan. Yes, his name is Mominul Haq. I think it's Mominul Haq if I'm not wrong. Mominul Haq. So he is the one who would be the centerpiece there when the first Test match between Bangladesh and India take place. Other than that, the news that I can really talk about, there's nothing much that I can really dwell on. Yes, one news that I can tell you is that Dimitri Mascarenhas, who has been a very good all-rounder for Hampshire, has been named the new Zealand bowling coach, as they find that the players found that Mascarenhas has been pretty helpful as far as the New Zealand bowling was concerned when New Zealand actually played in the Test series against England. And one news coming on the eve of the second Test match, which will be starting at Kingston, Jamaica, between Australia and West Indies, is that Chris Rogers, the opener, is a doubtful starter as far as the first Test in Kingston in Jamaica is concerned because of the injury. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that really closes this Cricket Happening show of mine today. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to talking to you all on my next Cricket Happening show, that is tomorrow on a Monday, looking at whatever would be there, whatever matches would be there, well, I'll definitely be talking about that. And as we all know, that this daily cricket show is something which I love. I have a great passion for this game of cricket, and that's the precise reason you see me coming every day and talking to you about cricket. Well, all I can say is that once again, dear friends, subscribers, thank you very much for all your support, your cooperation. Keep coming up with your suggestions. Keep coming up with whatever you want to say. It's a free forum as far as Cricket Happening Show is concerned. You can come up with these comments, suggestions, whatever you want. But one thing I can tell you, dear fans, subscribers, I do this. I know there will be a lot of people coming up with lots of suggestions. I do understand. I do respect that. But one thing I can tell you, that cricket is a passion for me. As my bread and butter comes from something else, but cricket is only passion. So since it does not pay me, well, all that I can do is whatever the little time I get from my busy office schedule and my home schedule, I just come in, and as I said, it's a passion for me. I come and talk about cricket because I love this game of cricket. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this very, very sweet note, I'm concluding this conversation on this Cricket Happening Show today, but promising you that your host Ram will be there dwelling on cricket once again. Until then, it's wishing you all a good weekend. Thank you.